Mushy mushy, meta meta. I cannot hear myself in my headphones tonight. Hold up. That's a little better. That's a little better. How's everybody doing tonight? My name is the world's first VTuber. Since the current 16-time former gunner to speedrun champion, etc, etc, etc. Guess I'm gonna throw my phone on the charger so I can capture my pretty face. Oi. Charge iPhone. Boom, boom, boom. Charge VTuber Studio. And my capture card. What is going on? My capture card's also not capturing. Jeez, all I did was change the scenes and everything has broken in the background on me. Alright, one thing at a time. I have no camera. Why have I got no camera? Why do I have no capture card? I have audio. You know. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I got one thing working. Where is there you go. Alright, we want to try out the whole thing one more time. Hey, what's up? It's your boy. Boom. Alright, there we go. Nothing broke this time. How about that? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so we are going to be playing some Link's Awakening tonight. But as I always say at the start of the stream, I'm always raising money for charity on my stream, and I have just changed to charities. I am raising money for new month, new me, etc, etc. Right now I'm raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Families who need to receive care from St. Jude never receive a bill from St. Jude for the treatment, the travel, housing, food, anything needed to get themselves and their children to the hospital to get the care that they need. No bills for any of those things. And because of efforts of people like those who work for St. Jude, the overall childhood survivor cancer rate has been increased from 20% in 1962 to over 80% today, and still climbing. I highly encourage you to please support St. Jude's Children's Hospital if you're able to. You can do somebody using the donate command in chat if you'd like to learn more about what exactly it is that St. Jude does. You can use the charity command in chat. They can link to their website, or just go to stjude.org. Plus a whole list of incentives for you to peruse through with the incentives command in chat. I can already foresee the next tech issue is going to be this controller wants to run out of battery on me, so let me plug that in. Swap it over to GameCube mode, and I think we'll be good to go. nope, now control's just completely turned off now. I told it to sync, and it just turned off. There we go. I'm gonna mute the music. I have game audio. Start, select. Okay, all my buttons. Usually a little set up a little bit funny. They're all set up. Timer's working. I think we're actually good to go for once. Other than I need a fresh save file. And let's pick a different color. Let's not play in red today. See how this looks. Oh, that's so rough on the menu. Oh, that's so rough and gay. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. There we go. A nice blue for everybody today. Hey, Chili J, how's it going? I don't know why. Oh yeah, I'm tickling back my throat. I feel like I got tickling back my throat. Fantastic. Hold on a second. You get a drink and let me. Trying to get one more thing here. Right now, I put my stream deck to the side when I was moving stuff around. Now I can't remember which side I moved it to. We'll just have to work without it today. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And we are playing 100% reverse boss order today. So we'll be grabbing all of the item locations in the game, though not necessarily the way you're meant to get them. And we'll also be going through the game in reverse dungeon order, reverse boss order. We'll be starting with Dungeon 8, working our way backwards, and then finishing up with the Windfish Egg. So it's like a Super Metroid reverse boss order. We're not actually going to start with Mother Brain. That would end the game. And the first glitch we're going to take advantage of is right here. You see when I'm opening the map menu here, the screen is changing, but hopefully Link isn't moving around too much. I can even do that here, going sideways to drag this sword left one screen, which is a technique called screen warping. You're just going to get right over to the edge of the screen and open the map as you're moving from one screen to the other. And that's pretty much the whole idea, is you change what room you're in, but Link doesn't move on the screen. That's gonna let me stay right next to the screen transition for things like what that was supposed to be. You can see Link moved a little bit there because my timing was a couple pixels, a couple of frames off. So I'm not quite at the screen transition and I can't work my way through. But unfortunately I need to get that one. That unlocks a warp zone for me, so we're gonna go back. Try this one more time. The trick itself is not frame perfect, but if you want to move through a screen transition you're not meant to, like that, your timing is very, very important. If I open up the map screen here, you'll see On the top left here, there's that one tile that's unlocked, which is actually the warp zone that's over by the Dungeon 8. The back door for Dungeon 8. Oops. And that's how we're gonna sneak over there later when we are ready to start dungeon diving. We've got a little bit of adventuring to go through first. Make sure we take out all 3 of these slimes, because it's gonna be important in a little bit. Oh, come back. 3. Oh man, I haven't done a golf game speedrun in a while. Which golf game was it? Cause it's been a little bit. Boom. Eh? Man, I've been thinking about getting either Worms Crazy Golf or Super Inefficient Golf out of Mothballs to submit it to GDQ. Where am I going? I'm playing randomizer for a second. Gonna do a little bit of shopping. We've done our shopping. Gonna do a little bit of fishing, and then continue on with some out of bounds item collection. Come here. Oh, you're supposed to grab onto the hook there, buddy. The ones that is Super Inefficient Golf. That is a lot of fun. Done with our fishing. That second fish I caught has a piece of heart. That's why I have to bother to catch it. It is part of 100% items. Hello. Thank you. And because we took care of those 3 slimes earlier, if I go through this door the wrong way round, that is not where I wanted to go. Alright, we gotta take those 3 slimes again. Oh, you know what? I goofed up my route. I'm not supposed to. I shouldn't have gone shopping yet. Daggone it. Every time I derust this game, haven't done it in a while, I always get my shopping trip too early. That's what I did wrong. Because what happened is I defeated the 3 slimes, which the game keeps track of how many enemies you defeated. I set that to 3, and then I went shopping, and when the shopkeeper took me out, it reset my counter. And every time I take a break from this game, the first run back, I goof that up. Every single time. Watch, because now it's going to go take me somewhere different. This is where I wanted to go. Alright, let's try that one more time. From the top. Every single time. You'd think I'd remember. I always remember every time that I've forgotten, but I don't remember in time to not have forgotten in the first place. Man, Super Efficient Golf is fun. I think I will take that out. You might have just talked me into it. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to submit to GDQ this go around. But I have a couple of like this game. I'm definitely submitting Link's Awakening. This is kind of the hill I'm gonna die on with, and I'm really hoping I can get this run in. Come on. Which is why I'm trying to start polishing up and derusting it a little bit earlier this time. So hopefully I can get a nice submission video. Ow. Oh, and then see, I got the screen warp there, and Link, I don't think Link even moved, but my timing was such that the sprites on the screen moved, and the screen just fell, I'm sorry, the sword just fell off the screen on me, and didn't stay around for me to grab it. let's see. Now if we get screen warp the first time this time, down here, there's our warp zone. I have to save and quit right away, or I'm gonna be stuck in an infinite. I'm gonna be stuck up there. Is the issue? I won't be stuck in an infinite loop. It'll put me back in bounds, and then I've got a long walk back to town. Don't go shopping yet. You can go shopping on the next split. And you can also see you don't actually need to use screen warping just to get through like screen transitions you're normally not supposed to be able to. You can use it just to move from one room to another. I think, strictly speaking, if you wanted to say, yeah, like every time I screen transition, maybe I should be screen warping, but if you miss it, you lose a lot more time than you save by getting it. Or if you get it, if you do a screen warp and you don't need to, and you somehow end up stuck in a wall, you lose a ton of time. So you're just gonna be careful about not overdoing it. Come here. That went a lot better. Here's our piece of heart. I'm gonna save and quit out of this text box, which lets me get freedom of movement in a room I'm not supposed to be able to move in. And then I forgot to look at the shovel, so we'll just grab that in a second. It's still a shortcut back to here though, and that should, yeah, stick me in the kennel world. If you're familiar with the game, this does look a lot like Dungeon 2. This is the mini boss for Dungeon 1. This is the back door, the back area of Dungeon 1 where Rock's Feather is. So all those places you do recognize them. They're definitely not supposed to look like that though. We're just gonna use that as a shortcut to get into part of Dungeon 1 that's got Rock's Feather in it. And now I can super jump. I'm gonna get right down here, get clicked into the wall here, and this is a wall where if I were on top of the wall, I could jump off it. But now we can jump off of the bottom of the wall too. Sneak over here. 2, 3, 4. That goes to despawn themselves, and this is our power bracelet, so now we can pick up heavy items. Boom. And judging from my split time, I think, you know, I did something that first split I usually do in the second split. I could just be off by a minute. I probably don't go fishing that early, huh? Oi, I keep finding, you know what it is? It's this L2 button is on a hair trigger, because it's an 8-bit controller. So it's pressure sensitive, and it's set to, it's set to do the input even if it detects like 1% pressure on it, and I keep finding the trigger. That's why I keep opening up the map screen when I don't mean to. I'm gonna have to settings. Thank you. Now this time we're gonna go through the kennel world, but we're gonna do it without defeating any enemies. And that's gonna take me to Gapongo Swamp, right outside of Dungeon 2. It's for me. That's not the spot. There's a couple ways to do this, but we'll do it this way this time. Yeah! I want to screen warp south here, south here, south here. Oi! One more. If I had gotten one more, I'd be really happy right now. Need a little bit of time loss here. Waiting for these bombs to explode. I gotta remember how to get over there. I've pooped up too. Just a second. There we go. Let's look at us Pegasus boots. Now we're going to... Let's get this out from here. I'm gonna head south from this room, and we're gonna screen warp approximately enough times in a row. A lot of these rooms are going to be empty because they're unused in game data, and that's okay. It may look like I'm not getting anywhere, but I'll know. Oh, you see Link moved a little bit? Now I'm not close enough to the edge of the screen, and I don't think I can recover that. So we'll save and quit back and start back in Dungeon 3. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I need bracelet. That tends to be where I lose the most time in the early splits, is on, ooh, that sequence of screen warps. Where am I going? What am I doing? Let's try not to get bodied on our way into that room this time. Thank you. Why couldn't I do that last time? Ooh, I managed to say that one. Maybe not. Maybe so. There we go. Now we're in Dungeon 4. Slide over here. Screen warp up. Screen warp up. Through the transition. And this will get us to our flippers. Jump! Get off of me, slimes! Thank you. And now we're ready for Dungeon 8. I say that we can pick up one item on the way. Remember, orbs when we unlocked at the very start of the game. We're gonna take advantage of that now. This should spit me out right by. Yep, Dungeon 8. Here's our piece of heart number 2. And we'll take... I wanted that screen warp there to speed my way through. Take this entrance. Feather back so I can get right up to the edge of the screen. First try every time. First try every time. There's the magic rod for Dungeon 8. And now we can just go fight the boss for Dungeon 8 by leaving the dungeon, of course, and making our way back to that back entrance. Screen warp here. Boom, boom. Easy peasy. I need to get some magic powder here before I forget. And we'll pick out these slimes, and we'll do a super jump from here, over the wall, into the boss room. Don't even need the nightmare key. Woo! So, fun fact about doing this boss first is, if it hits you, it deals 4 hearts of damage. It's also not letting me stun lock him like I want to. There we go. And then you had to get away with 1 HP, 2 HP. Falling into the lava only deals half a heart of damage, so if you're in a real pickle, you may just want to take the dive there. Oh, we've got so much to do between Dungeon 8 and Dungeon 7. So many items to pick up. I fully expect the first run or two to be a 99% run and I forget an item, but trying to do it without pulling up notes. I know I'm gonna forget something though. And I am playing on the 3 heart ROM hack. So I'm only ever gonna have, whoops, 3 health. Which unfortunately means I can't use that to figure out if I've missed an item or not. Alright, this cave's gonna get us to a lot of different places. I'm gonna super jump here, super jump that, regular jump, super jump from there. That's gonna get me out of bounds over here like I want. Now we're in dungeon 1. Still in dungeon 1. Boom, boom, ow, ow, oh! Mini Voldorm. Bomb. Give me seashell. And we're still in dungeon 1, but in game data, the room above that room is, I think that's in the Armos maze. Or do I always think that's the Armos maze and somebody has to correct me? But that room's obviously not in dungeon 1. And then to get back to the top of this area, boop, 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 same series of jumps. Now we're up here. Now we're over here. Now I gotta get past this rock, whatever you want to call that. We're just gonna screen warp over it, no big deal. We'll be on our way. Monies. I do need to pick up a certain number of rupees for this run. Magic powder. There's gonna be a fair bit of flashing in this section, just because when the Mad Batter zaps me to curse me, it's gonna cause quite a lot of flickering. And now I've been cursed with being able to carry twice as much magic powder as I could before, and we're gonna get the same curse for the number of bombs and the number of arrows I can carry. And as you can tell, as you can see now, all 3 of these upgrade rooms are right next to each other as they're stored in game data. Boom, 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 right next to each other. On the world map, they're nowhere near each other. So being able to super jump and go through walls, not quite at will, but being able to get out of bounds in any game, it lets you do a lot. But you can really slice and dice this map and get from point A to point B very efficiently in the original Link's Awakening. Because if I were to leave any of these upgrade rooms, we basically went from like the area around Dungeon 8 here where we started, all the way to the forest in like the far western part of the map, all the way to pretty close to the beach on the southern part of the map. Oh sugar, hang on. You know what? Just take me out. Otherwise, you're gonna do it when I'm 3 screen transitions, and then I'll be really upset. You'll notice that I'm jumping around quite a bit. That's because when you screen warp, the timer for when these cracked tiles break may or may not reset for you. I'm trying to avoid falling in. That works for me. There's a Dungeon 7 key. Oh, whoa. We actually have a little bit more business in that cave, but we have some item collection to do up here in Telltale Heights. Move! Let's have my saving equip point here. That is the Rooster Hut. Chicken Hut. That's where Luigi is hiding out in this game, taking care of roosters and chickens. And when you find a flying rooster, after you're done with the part of the game where you need a flying rooster, that's where the flying rooster goes to hang out with Luigi. I meant to save and quit back to this door. But I was supposed to be talking about Luigi. I forgot I didn't actually show Luigi there. Could just screen warp back. Up and to the right. Part. We've just gone from, again, the top, very tippy top of the map, all the way to the very bitty bottom of the map. Up to the right, and now we're in the western part of the map, over in the forest again. Boom, 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 boom. So and that's where we would have got another part, but we're on the 3-part cat patch, however you want to put that. Pounds, boots. Screen warp left. One more. These stairs should take me to Dungeon 7, yes. Awesome. Did not get lost. At least I know where I'm going. I still don't know if I remember everything I need to be doing when I get on my way there, but at least I know where I'm going. This is split. What I'm gonna do is go left, screen warp, and get on the outer rim of first floor here. There's an anti-Kirby, there's a Goomba, there's a seashell in the chest, and now we're gonna go back to start. We're not going to see very much of Dungeon 7. If you're familiar with the game, you know that this can be a pretty long dungeon, especially first time through. There's just a lot to do. We're going to be skipping the major mechanic here, which would be taking this giant heavy ball all the way around, knocking down 4 support pillars, and basically having the roof cave in on the rest of the dungeon. We're not going to do any of that. We don't have time for that. We're just going to screen warp to the end here. We've got our Dungeon 7 item, which is that shield. Oops, that would be the big heavy ball that we're skipping. Screen warp. Left. Again. I didn't get the intentions in here, so I'm gonna watch this cutscene, unfortunately. Thankfully, the big nat 1 roll there, if you will, if you're super unlucky, is the room before the boss room has those flying tiles. If you screen warp just right, the flying tiles will move with you, which will hard lock this room, because it doesn't know what to do with flying tiles in this room. Also, you're not supposed to be able to walk around in, I'll say, overhead mode in this room. It makes this boss fight a piece of cake. The boss really doesn't have any defense if you can just meet it, you know, face to face like that. What happened to my PB in Dungeon 7? Boom, boom, boom. Thing is, I don't know if I've still got a recording of the PB. I must, because I got the splits all of it, so I gotta figure out what happened in Dungeon 7 in my PB. If you're missing an item in Link's Awakening, it's probably that one. Maybe, maybe not. There's a big room full of water. You're gonna get, you know, curious and investigate. So I guess I should say, if you're missing 2 items, is what I meant to say, that's probably one of them. If you're missing 1 item, it's going to be this next piece of art. I don't know how you're meant to find it, other than just throwing your hands up in the air and just saying, all right, I'm just gonna check literally every tile of this game. Screen warp over here. Screen warp south from here. It's gonna put us in this little bit of land here. Makes it easy for us too. Screen transition down. See if I can get one more. No dice. This is the piece of art right there. I don't know how you're meant to find that. First try. You can obviously screen warp in the water, but because your movement speed, all your movement mechanics, if you will, are a little bit different. It just throws the timing of everything off by just enough to mess me up. Ow. Let's screw up here. I want to screw up north a couple of rooms, so we're gonna pass through one of the Mad Batter rooms. solid ground. There we go. So now I'm in Dungeon 6. That's money, money. I need one more chest of money, and then we'll be done with money. There's a secret seashell. Go back inside. Now the game thinks we really are in Dungeon 6, so I can save and quit to the entrance. Didn't quite go the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. I've still got half a heart, which is all I need. There's a level 2 bracelet. I don't know what split I'm on. I don't know why it thinks I'm... Oh, that's not... It's behind by a minute. I need... this and this. Oh, wow, I'm not gonna get 3 hits in now. What happened? I've never seen that happen before. We'll have to wait. And grab our shield. This is gonna get dicey. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop. 3, 4, drop. 4, drop. There we go. Something's funny with that split. Definitely not 2 minutes behind in that, just that split. Boom, 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 boom. Oops, there's the... my finger. Forgot what I was doing for a second. I may have still forgotten what the heck I'm doing. Hold on. No, I'm good. I'm good. It took me a second, but I know where I'm going now. I knew at some point I was gonna get a little bit lost. It's because it's been a while. Have the seashells. A shovel. There you go. Should be down right there. Right there. Right there. There's another seashell. Now we can head under the bridge. This is the one time we're going to use a bomb glitch in this category. You use bomb glitches a lot more in other categories. If you drop 2 bombs in a 3-frame window, the game will start playing whatever cutscene, magical, special event is supposed to happen on that screen. In this screen, you're meant to trade away the fishing hook and get a mermaid's necklace. And even though I have the fishing hook, if I use the bomb trigger glitch there, it's going to trigger the cutscene and trade away my non-existent fishing hook, but still give me a very existing mermaid necklace that I can turn in. Boom. Now we can make our way to Dungeon 5. Sugar plums. Oh, I see. Because I was on the wrong split. Okay, now I'm on the right split. That's why it didn't make sense. Dungeon 5. Dungeon 5 is another dungeon where it has it's kind of long repeating mechanic. In Dungeon 5, you're meant to fight a Master Stalfos 4 different times. The first 3 times you get nothing, he just kind of taunts at you. The 4th time is in this room, not this room, the room to the left of this one, where you finally get the item he's been hiding from you, which is the hook shot. I did not need to feed all of them. Yes, I did, because I need to finish this puzzle. Link's Awakening, as far as like hitting item goes, works a little bit differently than you think. Like, I just solved this puzzle, so the game drops a small key, but it's not a small key. What the game has dropped is a hidden item. If I screen warp to the left, it'll bring the hidden item with me, and the hidden item in this room is the hook shot. So now I've grabbed the hook shot and I haven't had to fight the boss 4 times. Skips 4 entire boss fights. Equally nice, I haven't picked up the secret item in this room, so if I solve the puzzle again, I get my reward again, which is nice, because if I don't have a small key, I'm stuck in the lobby. And have to find a very, very much more convoluted way through Dungeon 5 indeed. To the point where that probably wouldn't be worth it. This should be... I missed the screen warp, so we'll just grab a hook shot. Last bit of money I need. I would screen warp through this room, but that door is going to make it difficult for me. Alright, nice. Got the screen transition. Warp up. Screen warp up. Okay. Let's just get out of the way of the enemies then. Boom, 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 boom. Get away from me. No! Left. Now this is the one boss fight where every time I put the game down, I have to sit and grind this for a little while just to get the timing back. This should be a 2-cycle boss fight. We'll see how that goes. 2 cycles, assuming you get, you know... I got 4 hits in and I died. Hey, yeah. But I'm trying to get 4 hits in every time I grab the Moldorm boss there. Oh wow, it let me do it that time. Usually not so... Yeah, that's what usually happens. Okay. Oh, really? Not that. There we go. Yeah, I know that's a weird looking thing. Let's clear the room. Alright, let's grab these hearts. Fuck on it. I have to reset. Alright. Once more with feeling, huh? Oops. I kind of forgot the tail was going to be there. I was just goofing off. Oops. Nice! 4 hits! Ow. Nice! You know how long it's been since I got a 2-cycle on this fight? And it's not hard, but I seem to lose the timing. It's like it's one of the, like, 2 or 3 things. Every time I put this game down, it takes me a while to pick it back up again. I'm so happy with that. I don't care what the time is now. That felt good, because that takes me a while to pick back up most of the time. I don't know what it is. It's really not hard. I don't even gonna call it a trick. The timing really isn't hard. I just can't wrap my head around it. because I can't wrap my fingers around it sometimes. Dungeon 4. Ooh, boy. Hey, Sushi, you want to get the Dungeon 4 from here? I don't know that I do. It's going to be an interesting trip to the kind of world here in a little bit. Oh no. Oh, I goofed it up. That's what I've been trying to do this whole time. No, 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 no. None of that went the way I needed it to go. Second row, the second column. That's what I meant to do. I didn't really said it was the mermaid scale when I came in. Now it's the lens of truth. If I don't put the mermaid scale into the statue, I'm going to self-lock the trading sequence. I won't be able to finish it. I won't be able to get 100% because I won't be able to get the boomerang at the end. I'm hoping to screen warp to the right till I get to the desert. Nice. It's a Dungeon 4 key, not that we're going to use it. You can defeat this boss before it even spawns. The hitbox is active from... The hitbox is active as soon as you walk in, so if you got something that can hit it underground, like the magic rod, or the hook shot, or bomb arrows, you can take it out pretty quickly. Not needing to wait for it to spawn. Yeah, this way. It's I don't think I've explained, but we're not actually going to pick up 100% of the seashells. There are 26 seashells in the game, but once you pick up 20 of them and turn them in for your level 2 sword, the other 6 seashells all despawn. So the Links Awakening community has decided that that's good enough for 100%, is just picking up 20 of the 26 seashells. We're just gonna hit the reset button on that because I might be stuck in that hole for a while. All of which is to say, even though that was a bit of a walk for that seashell, that is the closest, the fastest seashell for me to grab. Come on now. Give me a break with your screen warps game. Wait, I don't need that one to be perfect though. Just move up, left, up some. I'm gonna trade away. Are we done with the shovel? No, we're done with the hook shot. Right? We're not done with the shovel. We are done with the hook shot. Here's our boomerang. And then one more screen warp. But first, 1, 3. Now we're in the Maid Village Library. We're all the way back home. Isn't that nice? 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see if I remember the way through here to get the Dungeon 4. I don't know that I do. Oh goodness, evidently not. Let me think. We're getting lost. All right, ham. This might be where this run ends. I'm gonna have to remember how to get through Dungeon 6. I feel like it's left more. No, this is the one trip you go to the right. Oh, this is the one trip you go to the right. The route I'm thinking of is how I used to get flippers, I think way many route changes ago. I know, it's right 4 down 4. Ay. It's right 4 down 4. See, I didn't want to pull the notes out. It was gonna get me at some point, not having played the game in at least a year. I should say not having done the speedrun in at least a year. Oh, leave me alone, kid. I didn't get... And I know what item I forgot this one. It's gonna be Marin's Song. I forgot to get Marin's Song. There it is. I remember I get there in the end. Alright, on to Dungeon 3. First need to pick up Song 2. I forgot to pick up the Ocarina too. Man, when do I'm gonna have to look at my PB and figure out. Alright. This all stems from doing the first 2 splits the wrong way round. Nope, I want to save any of these times. Okay. Forgot to grab the Ocarina, I forgot to grab Marin's Song. Marin's Song I just should have remembered. I knew I was forgetting something on my way to Dungeon 7. I was like, I leave this cave for some reason, but what? And now I remember. It's to grab Marin's Song and some of the other items in the forest. What is my shop? What are my first 2 splits? What's the order for my first 2 splits supposed to be? I gotta get sword first. Okay. I'm not imagining it. So if I hold down and select, it doesn't actually work. But I have select set to the L button too, and that works. And I never remember having the problem where this trigger kept getting me so many times. It's not, I need to repoint this controller. Hang on. The controller does not want to connect to my GameCube in X input mode, and I think that's causing all of my issues. Because this was not, I don't remember having these issues. But it just does not want to connect. Maybe I do it in Switch mode? See, now it's now that's working. Alright, the trigger's still an issue, but now down and select is working. That's so weird that that makes a difference for some reason. Okay, and I can fix the trigger issue just by plugging it into a computer for a minute and using the 8-bit DOS software on it. Grab sword first. Screen warp down. Get our dungeon 8 warp. All the way back to town. Fine. Now what? Seashell. I don't have cash to do shopping. Do I just go to dungeon 2? No, I can't just go to dungeon 2. Because the shop's gonna goof up my kill route for the enemies, for the kennel world. So let me think. I'm trying to do, I really am trying to do this without pulling up notes or anything. For my PB. I go get the cash, I do my shopping now, and then I go to dungeon 2. No, but the first trip's dungeon 1. So I must just get the cash. Okay. I go get the cash. I take out my 3 enemies here. I can probably do my fishing. But there's no point because I don't have my shovel, so I just as well grab the money and head back. And just head to my Kennel 3 trip. Because now I've got primed up for it. Already got my 3 kills. Go in, grab her feather, grab her bracelet. Which I feel like is what I did in the last run, so what did I goof up on the second split? Hello? That was rude. There's a bracelet. I have the seashell already. Yep, yeah. Now we do our shopping. Because I don't need to defeat any enemy. I don't need to kill anything for the next trip under the Kennel World. So now we do our shopping. Zappity zap. Got our bombs. Got our bow. Alright, now we gotta get the ocarina. This is what I forgot. Sugar plums. I guess it's that piece of heart. This is takes into the Dream Shrine proper. And we can super jump for the ocarina. I think that's the only thing I need here. The other chest is really important, a randomizer. There's our ocarina. There, and that should be everything I forgot in the last run. I don't have boots yet. I got my money, now we can just go fishing. No, seriously? Yeah, come on. I can just big one underneath my feet. He's stubborn today. Thank you. You're dating to get on the hook. Should have shovel now. Yep, so I can get this. There we go. This is how the first two splits are supposed to go. This takes me to dungeon 2. And now I can get my boots and my flippers. I have a feeling I'm gonna get tagged if I try and do this, but let's see how it goes. Okay. Oakley dokley. Now I've got it figured out. I think I also want to before we get started with another run, go ahead and not what I wanted to do. Also not what I wanted to do. Go ahead and make the changes to control the settings I need to make. There we go. Oh, I'm hitting the GameCube controller. Okay. I put this under the right. The apps 8-bit Ultimate Software. 8-bit Ultimate Software. Okay, I've got to patch my software just a second. Put on some music while I get this adjusted. Where's my not put into the correct computer. Hold on. It must be because it told me I. Okay, I know what this is. Wait. Where's realized? Let me guess. It's not actually gonna. I'm gonna have to restart my computer to do this, aren't I? We'll just have to wait till the next stream. Yeah, because it's not. Alternatively, try to do this on maybe a laptop. Hang on. Right now, where's my mouse and keyboard? There we go. Don't want. There we go. Sync the device. That should do it. Here's a question. How come when I put my laptop on the screen, I can't hardly grab it? In the never-ending laundry list of tech issues, I have an HDMI switch, so all I have to do is push a button to switch between my consoles, and for whatever reason, it's not working with my laptop. Which means I have to manually swap the cables. Which isn't a big deal, but that's why I had to keep trying there to find the right thing. Come here now. Okay. Please pair after all of this work. Now it doesn't want to pair. Again. Is this the thing we're doing for real right now? I don't understand. It was just paired 3 minutes ago. Now it doesn't want to pair. I don't get it. Pair. You pair now. It's in switch mode. Yep. Finally. Good grief. Where's my mouse at? All right. All right. Let's try all of that again. Yep, see, because now triggers a lot less sensitive to touch, so I don't set it off. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. 3, 2, 1, go. So for anybody just joining us, we are playing Link's Awakening for the Game Boy, the original OG old gray brick Game Boy version of the game, which gives us access to a lot more glitches like this one called screen warping. I'll get into it in a little bit. This is also 100% reverse boss order, so we're going to be grabbing all of the items in the game and defeating the bosses in reverse order. Why? Just because I like boss order. I like doing things backwards, and I like getting everything while we do it. Why does anybody do anything in speedrunning? Because it's fun. Use the screen up here to kind of fall off the bottom of the map. You can see on the map screen here, I'm on the bottom row. I'm gonna slide over, save and quit. Now if we check the map screen, I have exactly one tile on the top row unlocked. And it's the most important tile of all. It is the one that lets me warp zone to dungeon. I don't know why I'm calling everything warp zone. I've got Super Meat Boy on the brain. Warp zone. I hide out in this cave. We're gonna grab the 50 rupees in this chest. I do need a certain number of certain amount of money to make our way through. But I'm also going to stop and make sure I take out all 3 of the slimes in this room before I leave. The game does keep track of the number of enemies you've killed in order to determine when it gives you certain power-ups, like your piece of power, your guardian acorn. And if I defeat 3 enemies before I go into this door from the wrong side, it takes me to what is lovingly called the Kennel World, or the Doghouse Glitch, Kennel World, whatever you want to call it. If you're familiar with the game, we've just gone from Dungeon 2 to Dungeon 1 to the back area of Dungeon 1. If you're not familiar with the game, going through that door from the wrong side confuses the game quite a bit, and it's not really sure where to put me. So it puts me on one of the 4 maps that are stored in game data, but if you just access those maps like willy-nilly and not the way you're supposed to, it doesn't really put the pieces together like it's supposed to make a coherent dungeon. No, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, that's disasterific. We're just gonna reset that. That stinks. Wow, I've never done that before. But I missed my jump button. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wow, wow. Well, we'll talk about the Kennel World when we get a little bit closer to it. I don't want to talk about it like 2 minutes before we're actually going to do it. But screen warping, we're going to see a ton of in the run. That is done by just opening the map screen as you're moving from one room to the other. And you'll see that Link stays put for the most part. He moves a little bit. It's not always a big deal, but it will be sometimes. But as I was saying, Link will stay put, but everything else will kind of move around him. He'll move into the new room without moving on the screen. Sometimes the sprites will move with him, like the sword. Sometimes they'll slide a little bit. It all depends on the timing of your screen warp. The trick itself is not frame perfect. Doing what you want to do with it may be frame perfect, depending on what you're trying to do. Right now I want to get through this invisible barrier on the bottom of the world here, and wrap around the map from the bottommost to the topmost part of the map. Like so, and if you look at the map screen, you can see I've got the one tile up there in the top left corner that I just screen warped over to. That room has the warp for Dungeon 8. So later on, when we're ready to start climbing through, going through our dungeon progression, I can already make my way over to Dungeon 8 pretty quickly. I don't have to run up there or anything, I just take the warp point. 1, 2, 3. As I was saying before, in order for the Kennel World to, I shouldn't say in order for the Kennel World to work, but when you do the Kennel Glitch or the Doghouse Glitch, it works differently depending on the number of enemies you've killed before you go in. So this time we've taken out those 3 slimes. Now if I go through this door from the wrong side, it's gonna plot me onto this dungeon map here. We're in Dungeon 2. And the reason why the number of enemies you kill is important is that all these glitched out tiles are gonna have, I'll just say random effects. You can control it by, you know, the number of enemies you kill before you go in. And if I defeat 3 enemies before going into the Kennel World, the downward staircase that I need to get here works. If I go in with any other number, that's something else I've never done before, is getting stuck in that chest. If I go in with any other number, then the staircase doesn't work and I get stuck. I'm debating. Let's just reset it one more time. I can get through this first split. I tell you, it's gonna be really nice. I've managed to find 2 new ways to move up the first split, though. That's always fun. Alright, screen warp down. Down, down, down. Downy, down, down. One more? No, no, no more, no more, no more. What am I stuck on? I'm stuck inside the sea urchin. Do you know how hard you have to try to be able to do that? It's not the first time it's happened, but... Oops. It hasn't happened to me before this week. I had that happen to me a couple of times the other day when I was, warming up a little off stream. Oh, will you please just let me reset? Telling you, I get through the first split. It's gonna be dangerous. I can get through the first split. There's a good run coming. I can feel it. If we can get past the first split. Slide over. Trip out. Doghouse and make our way south. Make our way south. Make our way south. Oh my lord, have mercy on my soul. We're just gonna eat that and keep going. That's not too much of a time loss. Can the sword stay in the middle of the screen for me just once? Boom, boom. Alright. Screen warp off the bottom of the map one more time. Lock the donate warp. Nice screen warp. Sushi. There you go. Really? So there are 3 enemies for the kind of world glitch. Doghouse glitch. And again, if I go in with any other number, I might end up in the same place, but all of the movement rules are going to be different. If I go in with killing exactly 3 enemies before going in this door, then the staircase I'm going to take here in a couple of screens actually works. If I go in with any other number, the staircase just won't work, and I won't be able to get to where I need to go. Even if I could physically get to the staircase will just be a solid block. At least as far as game logic is concerned. It did not happen to me again. It happened to me again. Me out. For real. I might just go to bed. I can get out of this first split. It'd be so nice. If I don't get out of this first split, I'm going to bed. Definitely won't be going to level up Viper in Final Fantasy 14 for sure. I actually just got Pictomancer to 90. That class is a lot of fun, as I thought it would be. I guess I kind of get why they don't, because it's just a lot of work for evidently not enough. Feedback's not the right word. It's apparently more work than it's worth. for whatever reason, whoever has deemed it more work than it's worth. But I wish there were just more job quests and class quests. Because I'm not going to spoil the Pictomancer quest line, but it kind of ends with, oh, well, bye, see you later. And I'm like, all right, but when's later going to be? Because I know there's no more quests after this, and I'd like to interact with this character more. Or I'd like to interact with, you know, certain other characters that might be, you think might get involved in the Pictomancer storyline. No, it's just not part of it. It just ends, I want to say abruptly. It's come to a nice ending, but it's not like there's other stories to explore with it. And all of the classes are like that. They all get, not generic quests, but they all kind of get role-based quests at some point, which is fine. Those are fun. I wish I could do more. I wish there was just more of them, is really what it is. But I guess there just wasn't enough people weren't doing them. Maybe is the thing. It is a lot of writing and effort. I get that, but I was really enjoying them. I can't believe it. Talk about anything else other than a run, we get through the first split. Just can't do commentary and play the game. I can yap as long as I'm not yapping about the run, evidently. Is that the secret to my success all along? Shovel. Almost 20 seconds ahead, too. And I think I kind of split late. I give up. Boom, boom, boom. Bombs. It's a nice, pretty bow. Nanda. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the run here. Because we are going to see a certain subset of tricks many times throughout the run. One of which being the super jumps I'm about to do. There are certain walls in Link's Awakening that let you jump off the top of them. I guess cliffs, if you will. And programmatically speaking, like, you should be able to jump off from here, right? A super jump lets you do the same jump, but from the bottom of the wall instead of the top. That lets you jump in places you're not meant to, first off. But it also, that is definitely not the split. It also lets you adjust your launch point, the pixel you jump off from, by, you know, that little bit of screen space, which can make all the difference as far as getting out of bounds in certain situations. And that's really what it's most useful for, at least for my purposes, is getting out of bounds and getting places I'm not meant to be, rather than so much sequence breaking that an inbounds category might use it more for. What am I doing? Why am I trying to get the ocarina out here? The fishing has not gone well for me today, it must be said, and this is not going to be any exception. Moto, he says. Yeah, alright, Mochiron, let's go. The only fish I have to catch is the one that's underneath of Link, that big old fish in the little nook there. The problem is that first fish on the top right, is just in the way. And then the other fish I grabbed have all been a mistake. Get out of my... These other fish have been killing me today. The big fish is never facing the way I need him to face. Everything's just off. I'm just off somehow. I can't get the bait to come in. Come on. Thank you. If you catch that fish, you get a piece of heart. That's why we have to grab it. It's part of the 100% route. Oops. And you'll also notice I didn't go to the little cave. I haven't defeated any enemies yet. So this time, if I use the doghouse glitch, it sends me to Kapongo Swamp rather than that glitchy mess of a map. screen warp here. Let's see what we get. We got a pretty good, dealt a pretty good hand here. The sprite last a little rough. We got into dungeon 2, and we're gonna leave dungeon 2. We're done here for now, at least. Okay, well, we're gonna try that again. That's not how I meant to leave dungeon 2. I'm trying to screen warp through the door, so that's a little tricky. This is one of those situations where my screen warping has to be really, really good. So I hit the screen transitions when I need to. This is gonna get us into dungeon 3. Thank you. There's our Pegasus boots. Now we can run really fast and break these. And just in case something goes wrong, I'm gonna step on this staircase. The game still thinks I'm in dungeon 2. I want it to think I'm in dungeon 3 because if I goof up here, I'm gonna have to save and quit back to the start of dungeon 3. And now we're just gonna screen warp south. A lot. If you're just joining us, I don't think I talked about it this one. Screen warping is when you open the map screen just as you're moving from one room to another. And you notice that the room will change, but Link doesn't move. And that's going to let me go out of bounds. It's going to let me go places I'm not meant to be, take routes I'm not meant to do. It just let me go from dungeon 3 to dungeon 4, as a matter of fact. I screen warp here. It's going to put me on a screen transition here so I can walk right through the wall to the room where the flippers are. There's our flippers. Save and quit. Now we're ready to head to dungeon 8. Well, no, one more thing, and then we'll head to dungeon 8. Grab the seashell. Remember that warp zone I was talking about earlier? Now we're gonna head right to dungeon 8 with it. Oh, boom. Oh. Oh, hey now. Don't change save games. The back entrance for dungeon 8. We're gonna screen warp to the right. Screen warp to the right, please. Thank you. This is a mini boss room with a screen warp up. There is the magic rod. So we've got our secret item in dungeon 8. Now all I have to do is beat the boss and we're done here. Because 100% doesn't mean we have to pick up all of the nightmare keys and some, you know, the incidental items like that. It's all the big important key items. Like the equipment that you get in each dungeon, all of the heart pieces, all of the heart containers, all the instruments, and 20 of the 26 seashells. And we'll talk about seashells later when we're done collecting them, probably. Oops. Look what I've done. I've brought the mini boss over a room I didn't mean to bring it into. Need to hop down here and grab this magic powder. And right up against the wall here. Use a super jump. Use a super jump. Thank you. A skip needing to get the nightmare key here. And fun fact, when you do this boss first, if the boss touches you, he deals 4 hearts of damage. I have 3 maximum 3 hearts. So it's a one-hit KO. Don't. I was gonna be really mad if we tied there. Tie does not go to the runner. This is not baseball. I would have been a little upset, not gonna lie. Alright, lots of stuff to do on Way to Dungeon 7, including stuff I forgot to do in the first run today. So, for starters, let's not forget to do that. I have to go into the forest at some point during this subsection. What am I doing? Down here. I did the same thing earlier. Just hop down here. Bomb arrows, and now we can really talk about super jumps. Because again, if I could get out of bounds here, I could jump off the top of this cave wall. I'm just going to jump off the bottom of it. Super jump, super jump. We're going to do a regular jump here so I get right on this spot. So super jump lets me get out of bounds. This is going to put me into dungeon 1. And we were kind of in this room earlier, but it's just faster to get this item. Wow, this way. I actually missed the bomb arrow here. That stinks. Just because when I'm in this room earlier, I need to get back out of bounds, and that's just very hard to do quickly. Your first trip through the room, it's just faster to do it this way. And then I need to get to the top part of this cave. And if you're familiar with the game, there's the I'll just show it off. That's going to turn me. It's gonna barbecue me. Don't want to do that. So we're gonna do the same series of jumps. Hop over here, up the steps. And we get past this last rock, and it's just a screen warp. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Money, money. You will see me open up the save and quit menu to skip dialogue boxes in a lot of situations when we open up chests. Not if it has money, though. In the Japanese version, it's faster just to let that text box play out. I forgot how much flashing is going to be here. I'm sorry. I meant to bring it up. We're going to be doing all 3 Mad Batter rooms, one after the other here. These rooms are not meant to be next to each other. Obviously, as they're making the game, they're designing the game. In game data, they're going to put the rooms right next to each other, and then just have the staircases warp you, from point A to point B. In reality, these rooms are very, very split up. The one we started is obviously in the top left corner, of the northwest corner of the map. The one I'm in now is in the forest, which is in the far west far west part of the map. The last one's in the far southern part of the map. So we've basically gone from one end of the world map to the other in 3 rooms, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. It's a nice little shortcut in something like a randomizer that you can take advantage of, although your glitch selection in DX, which is usually the game that gets randomized, is somewhat lacking. You can still do super jumps. I'm gonna save and quit back to start here. This is actually where I need to be. And I know it's sending me to go into the forest, and we're gonna get there, but I have to do some other stuff first before we make our trip. These are the meanest bats in the game. We'll see if nope. At least they're not following me. You notice I'm jumping around here? That's because when I do a screen warp, the timer for when the cracked tiles breaks doesn't reset. No, Sushi. Come on, Sushi. Get the screen warp. There you go. There's our bird key, evil key, power key, Dungeon 7 key. And we're going back into that cave in just a minute. Gotta have a couple of things out here first. Now I'll show it off. It was at the time. There's Luigi. Luigi takes care of chickens in this game, and when you are done with the part of the game where you're finished with where you're using the flying rooster, that's where the flying rooster will go to hang out, is with Luigi. I'm gonna save it. I was gonna send back to Luigi's, but I wanted actually. Normally I would save and quit in this cave down here. This is our next stop. Go left, screen warp back to the right. We go up. To the right, remember, we're in the mountains on the top of the map. Now we're on the far southern part of the map, over by Animal Village. It's almost the southeastern corner. Screen warp up to the left. I'm sorry, up and to the right again. And now we're in Mysterious Woods, in the far western part of the map. And now I have to go into the woods. This is the part I forgot earlier. Alright, we'll just do it at the screen warp then. I'm gonna act like that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Seashell. Just show off another. Mostly useless glitch is you can grab the top right corner there and throw it. This cutscene is technically optional, but it's going to let me do a bit of a side quest here now rather than have to do it much later. It's going to be a big time save just watching that little cutscene play out. There's our Dungeon 1 key, and now I can head back to the village. And since I've saved Terran, that was the cutscene we just watched. When I head into the village, now we can get Marin's song. We can learn song 1. Very important, you do not mash B here. She's going to ask you a question along the lines of, will you remember this song in your heart forever? And if you're just mashing A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B to get to the text box and you hit B on the wrong frame, you get to watch this whole thing play out all over again. Yep, definitely have not lost a run to that before. Nope, I have not lost a run to that. Yes, I will remember this song forever and ever and ever and ever. If you don't get this song now, it's like a 3 or 4 minute side quest because you end up having to take Marin to Animal Village, and you won't be able to do it until I think after you do Dungeon 1. Since again, remember we're doing everything backwards. It kind of goofs off. Oh, I don't have a feather there right now. It kind of goofs with story progression. So you end up having to clear the entire game and then having to go back and do that. Or you end up doing a 99% run, one of the two. No, we'll just save quit. And we'll do the super jump. Apparently I got what I was doing. There we go. Left. Give me the screen warp. I guess not. Warp left. Left one more room. And now we're over by Dungeon 7, our next stop. Now we're a little bit behind today, aren't we? That's okay. A little early on the screen warp. A little early again on the screen warp. There we go. Want to get on this outer ledge and grab this chest. It's got a seashell in it. Also, there's an anti-Kirby and a Goomba. And that's the last we're going to see of anti-Kirbys and Goombas in this game. I should not have menued there. And I want a magic rod. Add menus. There we go. Really? There we go. We're gonna see very, very little of Dungeon 7. What you're normally meant to do is grab this giant, I always call it a bowling ball. It's a giant cannonball, whatever you want to call that thing. Just start dragging around the entire dungeon, knock down these 4 support pillars, and have the roof cave in on itself. We don't have time for that. I might be stuck on this pillar, speaking of which. So as you can see, even if you're skipping them, they can still... ruin your day a little bit. Oh my gosh. What a super jump. Yeah, I could put boots on, but I'm gonna have to take them off here in just a second anyway. Oh, come on. See, I'm going through walls, which means my timing and my screen warp is important, and I'm off. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's not quite how I wanted that to go, but we'll take it. I was hoping to skip through this room so I could skip the long cutscene. See if we can get some damage in before they leave, though. Nice! Think I did? Oh! I can't believe that happened to me. I sat there. I was so busy looking at it. I was like, did I soft lock the boss? How did I soft lock the boss? I didn't even know that was an option. And then the boss spawned right on top of me. I should have just moved, but I was standing in awe of what I thought I had done. And then I died. Oh gosh. Alright, we'll do this again. What? Oh, come on. I hit down. I might be dead. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. There we go. Hidden piece of heart. That raft mini game is over to our right there. We're gonna be getting any items that you can get over there. We're gonna be getting those later that we need. South. I'm gonna fall into the water here. That's okay. Usually do it at some point along this route. If you're missing one item in this game, it's probably that one. I honestly don't know how you're meant to figure out where that is, other than just saying you're gonna check literally every tile in the game. Boom. Boom. Can I get the screen warp, please? Thank you. Just had to ask nicely. Couldn't get that one though, that's okay. Wow! And now I have to be a little bit careful. Going up to the left, it's going to put me in a very precarious position because you see we're on top of a cracked tile and I need to screen warp north twice. But then I should be back on solid ground. Go up one more time. It's going to put us in Dungeon 6. But if I save and quit now, it's going to send me all the way back to the cave entrance. So I'm going to leave, grab the Secret Seashell, go back into Dungeon 6. And now that I've entered Dungeon 6 properly, I can save and quit to the entrance. That's a split. That's a bad screen warp. We're going to be stuck in the wall. And one more time. Now we're good. Let's grab our level 2 bracelet. And just because I'm at half a heart, let's grab... It's a heart or a fairy, yeah, one of the two. If I screw up through this rotating door, I should get 2 crimson movement out of it. Nice. Screen warp. Screen warp. Arms bracelet. That should be close enough. 3? Nice, I got all 3 hits in. It's really easy to get 3 hits in at the start of the fight when you come in through the door. When you come in through the side, you have to move the pot out of the way, and it can throw your timing off just a little bit. That's probably a little late. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, I forgot that was gonna happen. I was just goofing off. Alright, where to next? 5, 4. 4 comes before 5. But it comes after 5 in this case. Hop down, hop down. No, so we've got the... I don't even think we have the Dungeon 6 key yet. It's gonna be the very, very last item we get is the Dungeon 6 key. But we don't even have to open it up to get into the dungeon, obviously. Because of all of the screen warping and out-of-bounds play that we get to work with. They put us on the very southern part of the map. What happened there? Oops. Another seashell. I'm gonna screen warp left here. There we go. You got just enough room to enjoy back on the land from there. Boots, shovel. There's another seashell. Down, down, down. There's gonna be your one bomb trick of this category. You use bomb tricks a lot more in the inbounds categories. But if you drop 2 bombs in a 3-frame window, the game will start playing whatever cutscene usually happens on that screen. But just a kind of like a short description of what it is. It's called a bomb trigger glitch, and if I do it on that screen, the cutscene is the one where you trade away your fishing hook and get the mermaid's necklace. You can use bombs to replace pretty much any item trigger or item requirement that you need for like certain cutscenes in this game. Like when you enter Dungeon 8, when you enter Tolorok in Link's Awakening, normally you have to have Song 3 for the ocarina, and you play the ocarina, the turtle head wakes up and you get into a boss fight. You don't need the ocarina or Song 3, you can just use bombs to replace, you know, music. I'm sure that doesn't send any kind of message whatsoever, but you can use bombs to replace any usage of the ocarina. You can use bombs to wake up the walrus, and I think you can skip having Marin entirely in that case. But it's been a while since I've done that, so don't quote me on that. You can use bombs to skip quite a few things. In this category though, and mainly because we're doing 100% anyway, and we've got to grab everything regardless, we really only use it in that one instance to skip most of the trading sequence. And we'll talk about weird 100% rules a little bit later. Right now I want to talk about hidden items. Because when I finish this puzzle, the hidden item will drop. But the game doesn't drop a small key. The reason why I'm saying that is the game drops a hidden item. So if I screw up to the left, the hidden item's a hook shot. So now if I grab this hidden item, it's a hook shot. Even though when I spawned it and I solved the puzzle for the small key. The reason why that's such a big deal in this dungeon is in order to get the hook shot, normally you have to do 4 mini-boss fights, and they're very spread out over the map. It takes you a while to get to all 4 boss fights, plus you have to fight the boss. Then you have to come back and get your reward. It's a huge pain in the neck. You don't have to do any of that. because you can just turn your small key into a hook shot and skip all the other requirements. Hop in. There's our money. I need my hook shot. What am I doing? And I meant to bring it up earlier, but I'll bring it up now or I'm gonna forget. For the 100% requirements, 100% doesn't always mean 100%. There are 26 seashells in this game. Once you collect 20 of them and turn them in, the other 6 will just despawn. Therefore, for the complete for 100% speedruns, the community has decided that counts as 100%. Because there are no more seashells for you to grab in that case. And then something similar happens with what made me think of to begin with. Now I can't remember. The other thing I was thinking of that's kind of the same thing. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come to me later, but 100% doesn't mean 100%. Oh no! I should have just grabbed the nightmare key. That's okay. So just grab the nightmare key and done the backup strats. Ouch. I better just clear this room. Because otherwise, it may not actually let me through the way I want to go. Really? Just whiffed. Totally whiffed. Let's try this one more time. I need to get 2 good screen warps to the left from here. I was hoping for a heart. There we go. Nope. One more. That'll do. Alright, now we're in the boss room. I really can't remember. I'm still trying to finish my thought from before. Point being, we don't have to do all of the mini boss fights and things like that. That's not the point I was trying to make, though. Come on. This is probably the second most RNG dependent boss fight other than the final boss. Because there's just, you can only cover so much space. And the other thing to keep in mind with this boss is it has it takes 8 hits. It doesn't have 8 hit points. You have to hit it 8 times with the sword. If you had a piece of power which doubles your damage and a level 2 sword and the red suit in the Game Boy Color version of the game, if you had all of those things, it would still take 8 hits. It just, you need to hit it 8 times with the sword. You can hit it up to 4 times pretty easily per grab, so you can get it down to a 2-cycle fight. But you're still finding RNG because you have to grab the head and get to the hitbox. It's gonna bother me that I'm trying to finish that sentence from before. What was it I was trying to make? I can't remember. Alright, let's try and do the screen warp way this time. There we go. Instead of having to grab the bomb arrows. Woo! Almost ran into the enemy. Alright, now I'm gonna try and screen up all the way over to the desert from here. It's only like 3 or 4 screens, but one of them's in the water. So if I drop this one and end up in the water, it could take me a little bit to get it again. There we go. And then the mini boss here that you didn't see, Has an active hitbox as soon as you spawn in. So if you have a ranged weapon, I think even if you have the sword, I should say, you can actually deal damage before the boss even spawns. If you have the magic rod or bomb arrows, you can wipe it out before the fight even starts. It doesn't even get to do its monologue. Oops, wrong one. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Screen warp, screen warp, screen warp one more time. Up a little, screen warp, a little bit more. We're done with the hook shot, so we can turn this in, trade it into our friend here to get the boomerang. Now we can make our way to Dungeon 4. First, I need to take out 6 enemies. That doesn't count. If they fall in the hole, it doesn't count. They have to blow up, if you will. That's 1. That's 2 and 3. There's our screen warp. Now we're back into Maid Village, because that's the library. Four and 5. And 6. I'll just walk back out. Try again. Because we're going back into the kennel world. But this time I have to kill 6 enemies before going in, or I won't be able to get to where I want to go. Because I'll be blocked by, I think, the torches here. And maybe just all of the wall tiles in general. Will kind of heck me up. Need to go one more. One more. There we go. There we go. Got a little bit lost there, but that's okay. I whiffed! Twice! Oh my gosh! I can't believe I whiffed twice. Are you serious? I almost don't want to finish the run now. Oh, what a disaster, too. 3. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. Down. Game did not want to give me any of those screen warps. I did not get the super dive this time. Look at that, it saved 21 seconds. Almost makes me think I forgot to do something on that split. But I don't think so. Had the gold split, and then, to be honest, what really happened is when I got my super dive, I went way off to the right for some reason, which I was not expecting. And I tried to correct, and I just had so much momentum from the super dive, I couldn't get myself back on course. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. It says song 2 on the ocarina. You can use to warp to Crazy Trucies. You can also use it to warp to the start of a dungeon. Got a little bit of item collection to do in the I guess this isn't really the woods, but in this part of the game, this part of the map I should say. Shovel. That's what I wanted to do. I think, technically speaking, you're meant to have hookshot there, but you can get it pretty easily with a diagonal jump there. It's going to warp south from here. It's going to put us right by this cave, which is our next destination. Oh, really? Oh, really? Come on now. Let's stop inventing new ways to give up this room. Okay, now we can make our way over to Dungeon 3. Sort of. We also need to learn the frog song, which usually means you have to do signpost maze. We're gonna skip all of that. We're gonna screen warp over here. And when you screen warp, any items that are buried kind of get shifted. So I'm just gonna reset the room so I can grab that golden leaf, which is actually the Dungeon 3 key in disguise. There's a faster way through there, but I wasn't feeling trying to figure out the jump off the top of my head there. It's an easy jump, and I just keep missing it. I didn't want to deal with it right now. There's another seashell. I want to screw up south from here. Here's the Dungeon 7 boss room. Here's the bottom half of the Dungeon 7 boss fight room. Now I need to hop and bounds. Screen up left. There's going to be a lot of flashing on the screen in a couple of rooms. Go up, right, get on the second column, and move down. There's Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2. At least half of him. I guess a quarter of him, because his sprites are not quite loaded in correctly. I'll let the song play out here before I talk. So the reason why it's important I get on the second column there is you can see on the top left corner is a cracked tile. If I enter the room on that tile, it'll break from under me during the cutscene. I'll keep falling into it. I'll run out of health. And what will happen at the end of the cutscene is I'll lose my 300 rupees, which pretty much ends the run right there. That's very hard to recover from with any backup strats. I lose my 300 rupees, and I don't get the song. And I have to watch the cutscene play out anyway. So it's just a triple whammy of bad news. Remember, we were here earlier. So we've already gotten the boots out of Dungeon 3. All I have to do is get to the boss fight. We're at the boss fight. Hold up. Doing this the wrong way around. So the magic eyes, as you might imagine, are weak to fire. Now, eyes do not like being on fire. Once you split them up, it is one shot each from the magic rod. Just a split. Here's our Sea Lily's Bell. You know how we've seen the glitchy version of Dungeon 2 twice so far? Used to see it a lot more often in the route, but twice so far. We're actually going to Dungeon 2 this time. And nope, we're not actually going to see the screen that used the real version of the glitchy screen, unfortunately. But we're going to Dungeon 2. That's fun, right? No, we're going to skip this. Get to talk about the fire rod glitch. I'm going to get right here on the corner. I'm going to shoot my fire rod and try to pause the game immediately afterward. When I get it, you'll know. You'll hear it. There it is. So if you pause the game on the correct frame when you're shooting the magic rod, the game will get stuck on the command to draw a fireball on the screen, and it'll draw so many fireballs that it'll hit the sprite limit. If you do that right on the screen transition, enough of the fireballs will transfer over that you won't be able to load any sprites on the next screen. You can use that to skip any boss fight, first off. Any room where you have to defeat all the enemies to advance, you can skip all of that. Because if you use the fire rod glitch, there's no enemies in the room. That means you win. So the doors will open or the chest will spawn, whatever the case may be. There, I use it to skip the owl on the log. Most call them Kipori Game Over, but it's actually a different owl. Just like the sword we're about to get is not the Master Sword. We didn't pick up the Master Sword at the start of the game. We're not about to pick it up now. It's the level 2 sword. It's a level 2 sword in the player's guide. I'm pretty sure it's a level 2 sword in the instruction manual. This is the level 2 sword, since I'm missing a seashell. I knew I was going to miss something in this run. First I get back up, seashell I can grab. Then I'll have to check the footage and figure out which one I missed. Is it Dungeon 1? It might be Dungeon 1. We'll come back after Dungeon 1. I'm just gonna pretend I grabbed it and we'll just have to come back later and eat the time lost then. What seashell could I have missed? Oh yeah, I gotta do this again. Oh, I actually know which one it is. I know which one it is. I was just over there. I know which one I missed. And I know when I was supposed to grab it too. I was supposed to grab it after Dungeon 4. After Dungeon 5, rather, excuse me. It's this one right here. Oh, I'm stuck in the wall. Yep. It's that one. Gonna need a huge time loss here. That's okay. I just want to get a run under my belt. I'm just gonna let this play out. Sometimes I have to skip it like 3 or 4 more times at this rate. Oh, I can't believe I forgot this one. I was gonna forget something. At least I knew what it was. I moved again. Oh, sugar. That's not gonna work out for me, huh? Oh, I can't actually do that way, huh? Alright, well, we'll do it this way. Can't do it that way either. Okay. Backup straps are go. Okay. So what I was supposed to do after I cleared Dungeon 5 is before I went in this cave. Come on now. I remember now. Is I'm supposed to screen warp up here. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. We're just gonna move on with our lives. Because I've goofed up trying to go get it like 5 times now. Need 2 more enemies. So I'm gonna take one more trip into the Kennel World here to actually go to Dungeon 2. Instead of just the glitchy version of Dungeon 2. Give me a screen work game. One more room. We're gonna head north into the staircase. Ouch. Now we're gonna do something completely different. We're gonna do a screen warp. We're gonna do a screen warp in a 2D scrolling section. And you notice that the issue is I can't jump into the screen transition to like buffer my position, if you will. Oh, I didn't mean to do it twice. I hope that doesn't affect anything. It didn't. Alright, good. We're good. That's not what I wanted to do, evidently. It's gonna make me... Let me out of this room. It's not gonna let me out of this room. What in the world? What was that? What was that? I'm gonna play it out just to finish all the bosses. I'm not gonna worry about the fact that it's not gonna be a valid run or a very good run. And this is the first run in at least a year. That's why it's called a Derust. I still feel good about it. I feel like every time I get away from this run, it doesn't take me too long to get back on the saddle. But the first couple of days always look a little rough like this. And it's because I'm just adamant about not pulling up notes. I'll pull up notes for like the marathon run when I do it at the event. I'll have my notes open. But I try and pick it up again without looking at the notes. Just to make sure I'm really trying to commit something to memory. So I don't have to literally read all the notes. And sometimes goofing up, I find new ideas anyway. That's what I wanted to do, is write and down. I don't know what's going on here either, by the way, in case you're wondering. I have to get over to the boss now. Oh, no. That was inventive, but not how that fight usually goes. I'll take it, though. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now, what did I figure out was the fastest way to get back to town from here? Is it just a screw south from here? I guess we just will figure it out, because it's not like I'm worried about losing time on this one right now anyway. I think it's just to go south from here, isn't it? Assuming I don't drop any of my screen warps, like I just did. That's the faster way to town, I'm pretty sure. See, now we're backing down. I'm gonna stop in the house just in case I have to save and quit. I don't want to have to go all the way back to Dungeon 2. See? I had a funny feeling. And I guess if I grab this seashell, I can make this a valid 100% run. Which we just as well do at this point. I don't have to grab the Nightmare Key, but sometimes when I try to enter the boss room without the Nightmare Key in Dungeon 1, the game freezes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it and avoid that possibility altogether. Bad screen warp. Oh, very bad screen warp. Look at all the sprite lag. Much better. And again, if I use the fire rod glitch here, I can skip this mini boss fight. And if I had the level 2 sword, this will be a one-hit KO, but it's going to take 2 spin slashes with the level 1 sword. I think, just because I've got so much extra running around to do, I'm just going to take the warp here. Boots is... the boots. Thank you. So I don't usually have to go and get the level 2 sword at this point. But since somebody missed a seashell earlier and it validated their 100% run, I got a bunch of extra running around to do. Wonder who that could be. Up. Wrong way. Still the wrong way. just save and quit and go back to warp point. And head back to Onett from here, to Maid Village from here. Okay, my plan. Now we can head to the Windfish Egg, which is, well, no, we gotta grab a couple more items and then we can head to Windfish Egg. But all the items are actually located in this house, believe it or not. Let me hit the screen warp. Left, up, loop around. This should be our last piece of heart. Yep. It's supposed to be the first one you find in the game. That's the one that's at the bottom of the well. Let's save and quit and take that. Do that again. But screen warp left up. So we're gonna get in the top row and go left. I think 6 screens. 5. I'm glad I stopped because I would have been stuck on the wall. Just to get our Dungeon 6 key. Our face key. That's our last item of the game. Now we can go to the Windfish Egg. Let's go up left, up, left. Screen warp up. I wanted a screen warp up there. Gonna have to wing it a little bit. Here we go. Come on, screen warp left here, actually. Yep. Here. There, and we're done with the Windfish Egg. That's right, you're gonna get stuck in the wall when I do it that way. I've got to learn these quick kills all over again. Aw, really? And since I skipped the opening cutscene, we're not gonna have any music. The first 2 are free. We see this in so many Zelda games. You have to reflect the magic back at the boss. First 2 are free, now it's 50-50 whether or not it's a type of magic I can reflect. Of course, I'm a billion minutes behind estimate, so I'm gonna get perfect run here. Okay, good. To find the right spot. That's not it. Is any attack will do there, and we've got our magic boomerang, which means this last phase is going to be easy peasy. And I've still got my magic potion in my pocket in case I get hit, because this boss goes down, this phase I should say, goes down to 1 hit from the boomerang. Otherwise it's 16 arrows, and okay, I've got good ammo for that. If you're really feeling up to a challenge, it's also 16 hits from bombs. But the timing for when you have to throw the bombs is RNG. I have no idea how, practically speaking, you'd beat this boss with 16 bombs. I'm sure it is doable. I shouldn't say. Let me figure out how I want to phrase this. I'm not saying it's tasks only. I'm saying, practically speaking, it's tasks only. Yes, you could fight the RNG and defeat it with 16 bombs as a human. It's not a task perfect trick or anything. But realistically speaking, you're gonna be, if you want to beat it in any sort of reasonable time, you're gonna be using save states. and at that point you just will be tasking it. There we go. We finished a run, and I'm not too chuffed about the time because I lost 3 minutes in Dungeon 7 in a Dungeon 7 fiasco. That's half of my time over the estimate, and then I lost 5 minutes because I was trying to get a seashell I forgot. That's an easy fight. Yeah, so I'm not worried. We'd still be over estimate. I mean, let me rephrase that. We would still be underestimate had I remembered to grab the seashell and then not gotten completely lost in Dungeon 7 for a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. My runs tomorrow will be under the 1 hour estimate, no problem. But I would like to start challenging my PB at some point. I'd really like the PB for GDQ submission video. I'd like to cut into my towards. I'd like to get it down close to my summit best here for sure. Alright, that's gonna do it for me on stream tonight. I am gonna try to stream tonight, Thursday night. We'll see. I was supposed to stream Monday and Tuesday night, and just life happened. Just didn't happen. So I'd like to make up both stream days. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel after work. If I'm feeling up to stream tonight. But I might stream tonight and then not stream Friday night. So I could sleep. So I could take a break. But we'll see. But it's gonna be more Zelda. I want to keep working on Zelda. And if I end up streaming tonight and tomorrow night, it might be more Zelda again tomorrow night, even though I had something else planned. Might change up the card a little bit on that. But that's it for me for now. Until next time, everybody stay safe, have fun, take care of yourself and each other. I will see you next time.